All right, so I just learned that I can do most of this from my iPad. So I'm going to be recording the screen on here and going from there. So the first thing I want you guys to do is to come on to 16 personalities and take the test. And I'm going to go ahead and do the test myself if it comes up. When it comes up. I think my Wi-Fi is acting funny, so let's take the Wi-Fi off and go back to now. Okay, you regularly make new friends. Yes. You spend a lot of free time exploring various random topics that pique your interests. Yes. Seeing people cry easily make you cry, feel cry too. No. You ought to make a backup plan for a backup plan. Yes. I said I agree. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Yes. Oh man. What in the okay? You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Yes. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people, and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Disagree. I'm just in the middle. Next. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. I do prefer to, but I don't always do it. You are very sentimental. No. You like to use organizing tools such as schedules lists. Agree. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities. No. You feel comfortable just walk up to someone you find interesting and strike up a conversation. Yep. You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analysis of creative work. I really don't care. You're more inclined to follow your head than your heart. Yep. You usually prefer doing what you feel like at any given time instead of planning a preferred daily routine. I prefer it, but I ain't gonna say I do it. You rarely worry about. Hold up, the question was you usually prefer. Yes, I do, but no, I don't do it. That's one of the things I'm doing to make sure I get back on schedule. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression of people you meet. No. You enjoy participating in group activities. I would say yes, a little bit. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. I don't care. Your happiness comes more from helping others and accomplishing your own accomplishments. No. Disagree, nor disagree. You're interested in so many things you find it difficult to choose what to try next. I'll see it slightly. You're prone to worrying that things will make it. No. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. Um, do I avoid it? Yes. Does it always happen? Yes. So I'm gonna put disagree, even though I try to avoid it. You are definitely not an artistic type of person. I'm midway. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on feelings. I completely agree. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. That's true. You enjoy watching people argue. I don't care. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. I'm going to disagree, even though I try to avoid it. It just doesn't happen. Your mood can change very quickly. No, not at all. You use patience with people who aren't as efficient as you. No, you all end up doing things at the last part. Yep. You have always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens. But yeah, that fascinates me. You prefer to be around others rather than on your own. I'll say yes, a little bit. You become bored or lose interest when the discussions get highly theoretical. I don't care. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different than yours. No, not don't care. Usually postpone finalized decisions for as long as possible. Disagree. You rarely second guess the choice that you have made. There's only like three choices in life that I second guess, so I'm going to put agree. After a long, exhaustive week, a lively social event is just what you need.
No,
Sort of.
what happened to it? I'm still looking. I got much of it.
You enjoy going to art museums. I don't care. You have a hard time understanding other people's feelings.
Don't you
No.
have it with you for lessons?
You have a to do list for each day. Yes. You rarely feel insecure.
Let me see.
Rarely. You avoid making phone
No, I
calls.
haven't been unhappy
No.
lately.
You have to spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are different than your own. I don't spend that much time, but I do try to understand them. In your social circle, you're often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities.
I got
I want to say yes. I agree. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is get back on track. Yes. You are still bothered about mistakes you made a long time ago. For the most part, no. It's only a couple, so I'm going to put that neutral. You rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. I think about it. Your emotions control you more than you control them. No, my emotions don't control me. You take great care not to make people look bad, even if it was completely their fault. Middle. Your personal work style is close to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized, consistent efforts. Yes, I'm going to say that one. But I'm not going to go all the way. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it would take for them to feel disappointed in you. No, I don't really care. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. I don't care. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. I don't care. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, and I don't care. You know at first glance how someone is feeling, a little bit. You often feel overwhelmed. Disagree. You complete things methodically without, yes, I agree. You're very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. Don't care. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed more. Um, I'll say every once in a while. You struggle with deadlines. No, that's actually the only thing that gets me on time. You feel confident that things will work out for you always. And I'm a male. Go back to always. Go back to always one more time. To accept my always. Okay, so my personality type is a commander, ENTJ-A. I'm 77% extroverted, 54% intuitive, 66 thinking, 75 tactics, and I'm more assertive. So let's see how what this says about me. No, I don't really care about the copy. So this is what I really want to get to. Like you can read this on your own for your own personal part. Um, Happiness and joy of life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There should be another part. Here we go. Strengths and weaknesses. So read about your personality. But this is really what I want you to take this personality test for to get to know what they say your strengths and weaknesses are. They say my strength is I'm efficient, I'm energetic, I'm self confident, strong willed, strategic thinker, charismatic, and inspiring. My weaknesses I'm stubborn and dominant, I'm intolerant, I'm impatient, I'm arrogant, I have a poor handling of emotions, and I'm cold and ruthless. I don't think I'm cold and ruthless. Some people do, but I don't think I am. I don't think I handle my emotions poorly, but I guess can be. I don't think I'm arrogant at all, although some people do. I am impatient. I'm slightly intolerant, and I guess I can be stubborn. Now, am I charismatic and inspiring? Some people say I am. I don't think so. Am I a strategic thinker? Yes, that I definitely am. Am I strong willed? Yes, I'm strong willed. Am I self confident? Yes. Am I energetic? Yes. Am I efficient? Yes. So we're going to go ahead and hold these and use them for this thing I'm filling out here. So my Myers Briggs personality test was, whoops, My Myers Briggs is ENTJ. And what was it, dash A? Which one was I? I think I was dash A. Yeah, assertive. Dash A. Okay, next let's go for this disc assessment. Oh, and the website I used for the Myers Briggs was 16personalities.com. And I don't remember which one I used before, but it's as simple as coming up here and looking for a disc assessment. Yeah, well, I think it was 123test.com. And let's go ahead and start the test. Scroll down. So you're supposed to pick the one most likely. For each group, you should have one most like you and one least like you. People look up to me. I tend to be a kind person. I accept life as it comes by. People say I have a strong personality. I tend to be a kind person. I think so. I accept life as it comes. No, I don't really just accept it. I try to control it as much as I possibly can. People say I have a strong personality. According to my Myers Briggs, they say I have a strong personality. I won't say they look up to me, so I'll go with that one. I find it difficult to relax. I have a very wide circle of friends. I am always ready to help others. I like to behave correctly. I don't care about how I behave correctly. And I don't find it difficult to relax. I'm not always ready to help others, but I do have a wide circle of friends. No, backwards. I tend to do what I'm told. I like things to be very neat and tidy. People can't put me down. I enjoy having fun. I don't care if somebody puts me down, so I'm going to put that as the most one. I'm definitely not neat and tidy. People can't put me down. I enjoy having fun. I'm going to put, I don't do what I'm told to do. I guess I do what I'm told to do, depending on who's telling me. But very few people. So I'm going to leave that one because I'm definitely not neat and tidy. And I do enjoy having fun, but no, okay. So I respect my elders and those in authority. I respect my elders, but not always those in authority. I'm always willing to do new things and take a risk. I believe things will go well. I'm always willing to help. I'm always willing to try new things and take a risk. And I believe things will go well. I do believe I'm always willing to help. I guess that will be the least one because they put that authority. I'm a neat and orderly person. No. I'm very active both at work and play. I'm a very calm and placid person. I generally get my own way. Well, I'm going to say I'm not the neatest and orderly person. I generally get my own way. Yeah, I'm very active. No, I'm very calm. Am I calm and placid, or do I get my way more? I think I'm calm and placid. Yeah, I'm going to go with that because that sounds nicer. I am very content with life. I tend to trust people. I like peace and quiet. I have a very positive attitude. I don't really trust or distrust people, so I don't care. I am contented with life. I like people. I have a very positive attitude. That's me more than anything. I have a great deal of willpower. Yes, I always take notice of what other people say. No, I try to be obliging. I'm always cheerful. Do I always take notice of what other people say? No. Do I always try to be obliging? I guess that was a little bit more. I am self-confident. People say I'm a sympathetic type. I have a tolerant attitude towards life. I am self-confident. People say I have a sympathetic. No. I never lose my temper. I like things to be precise and correct. I am very sure of myself. I enjoy having a laugh and a joke. That's my biggest kicker. And I can't say I never lose my temper. I am very sure of myself. I don't know, because out of these, the least is I am very sure of myself. I enjoy having a laugh and a joke. So I guess out of those is the temper. My behavior is well disciplined. People see me as helpful. I'm always on the move. I persevere until I get what I want. I persevere until I get what I want is the most important out of all of them. People see me as helpful. My behavior is well disciplined. No, I'm not well disciplined. I enjoy competition. I do not treat life too seriously. I always consider others. I'm an agreeable type. I'm not always agreeable. I do enjoy competition. I do not treat life too seriously. It's one of these two, A or B, A or B. I'm gonna say A more. I'm very persuasive. I see myself as a gentle person. I'm a very modest type. I often come up with original ideas. I am very persuasive. I see myself as a gentle person. I do. Not everybody does though. I'm definitely not modest. Okay. Very helpful towards others. I don't like tempting fate. I don't give up easily. People like my company. And I tempt fate all the time. So there we go. I like to be a cautious person. I'm very determined. I'm good. Well, they said tempting fate. So I guess that would be I don't tempt fate. I'm very helpful towards others. I think I am. People like my company. No, people definitely like my company. I am helpful towards others, but I don't like tempting fate. I guess I'll take that one at least. I tend to be a cautious person. I'm a very determined person. I'm good at convincing people. I tend to be a friendly person. So I am a very determined person is one. I don't tend necessarily to be cautious. I definitely not. I don't scare easily. People find my company stimulating. I'm always willing to follow orders. I'm rather a shy person. Well, let's go with that one. And I don't scare others. I don't scare easily. Go with that one. This is one of those two. I'm very willing to change my opinion. I like a good argument. I tend to be an easygoing type. I always look on the bright side. I don't like a good argument because I don't have time to be wasting arguing. And I do always look on the bright side of life. I am very social sort of person. I'm very patient. I'm very self-sufficient sort of person. I rarely raise my voice. I rarely raise my voice. I'm very social. I'm very self-sufficient. I'm not that patient, although I've gotten better over the years. Social and self-sufficient. Um, which one? I'm more self-sufficient than I don't raise my voice. I'm always ready and willing. I'm always keen to new things. I don't like arguments. I definitely don't like arguments. People describe me as high spirit. Yeah, all these things are correct. Okay, so the willing. I'm always ready and willing. I'm always keen to try new things. I don't like arguments. People describe me as being high spirited. I guess me not liking arguments is the least one. And always ready and willing. People describe me as high spirit. No, you know what? I wouldn't say everybody describes me as high spirit. I'm always ready and willing. Jeez, how many more on this? Okay. I enjoy taking a chance. I tend to be very receptive to other people's ideas. I'm always polite and courteous. I'm a moderate rather than extreme person. I enjoy taking a chance. I tend to be very receptive to other people's ideas. I'm not always polite and courteous. Um, I tend to be very receptive to other people's ideas. I'm moderate rather than. I'll say that one. I tend to be a forgiving type. I'm a sensitive person. I have a lot of energy and vigor. I can mix with anybody. I can mix with anybody. And I'm definitely not a sensitive person. I enjoy chatting with people. Lose my control. I'm sorry. I control my emotions. Yes, for the most part. I enjoy chatting with people. I am very conventional in my outlook. I make decisions quickly. I'm not conventional in my outlook. I tend to keep my feelings to myself. Accuracy is important to me. I like to speak my mind. I'm very friendly. I tend to keep my feelings to myself. No. Accuracy is very important to me. Yes. I like to handle things with diplomacy. I'm very daring. Most people find me acceptable. I feel satisfied with life. I'm going to say I like to handle. Um, I am very daring. People find me. I don't know. I guess daring is the least. I don't do nothing crazy. I like to handle things. No, I definitely don't really care about diplomacy. I care about effective. So that's the least. Most people find me acceptable. Yeah, I guess most people find me acceptable. No, I feel satisfied with life. No, I don't feel satisfied with life. So most people find me acceptable. Let's go with that one. There we go. No, I wanted to make that one at least. I like to handle things. I'm very daring. All right. I am obedient. No. I'm always one to have a go. Loyalty is one of my strengths. For good daily loyalty is my strength. I tend to be an aggressive person, an aggressive type. I have good fun and have a lot of personality. People tend to see me as an easy touch. I tend to be rather timid. I'm definitely not timid. I'm not an easy touch. I'm not aggressive, so therefore that one. I'm good at motivating people. Patience is one of my major strengths. That's not. I'm careful to say the right thing. That's definitely not either. I have a strong desire to win. There we go. People find me easy to get on with. I get a lot of satisfaction from helping others. I always think things through. No, I definitely don't always think things through. I prefer to get things done now rather than later. That used to be me. I'm getting back to that, so that's me. I am good at analyzing situations. I get restless quickly. I think about how my decisions might affect others. People see me as relaxed and easygoing. I get restless quickly. No, that's the least. All right, so let's see what my disc assessment is. I am a male. My age is 44. I am from United States. My education level is. What's the difference between college and university? I went to FAMU, which is university, so I guess that's it. Next. What is. So my. It says, what is this? 45% dominance. So 45 dominance, 33 influence, 17 steadiness, 5% compliance. So 45D, 33I, 17S, 5C. 45, 33, 17, 5. All right. 45, 33, 17, 5. So my dominant trait is dominance and then influence. Okay, so who is my target audience? That would be self-employed, and business owners. Who is my perfect client avatar? Somebody who's going to pay me $100,000 per year. What products or services do you offer? Consulting, and hold on, I want to change that. I guess I should have consulting. This is where I'm confused at what do I want to be right now. So I'm going to put business development because that covers everything. What is my education? BS Computer Science. Minor Math. And I'm licensed in. I should have had on. Don't worry about that. I should have had somewhere on here that says what is your are you licensed. So I'll have that by the time you fill it out. What is my unique selling proposition? I make complex things easy. What is my monthly income goal? I want to do 50K per month. How much do I make per sale? That's a great question. For real estate, I would make anywhere between 20 and 30 a sale on the low end. So let's do something more tangible. You know what? Let's say I'm going to make 2,500. Let's put that number in half. How much time am I willing to invest to achieve my goal? Unlimited. Oh, nope. I don't have unlimited time. Actually, yes, I do. Unlimited. How much money are you willing to invest to reach that goal? Unlimited. And how many people are in your network? Let's see. I believe my network is. All right, hold up. Let's go look this up real quick. Sheets.google. And this isn't updated. This is a little bit old, but at least it'll give me a round number. I'm looking for Facebook. Okay. Or maybe it's just getting. Let's try this. So now that means I got to edit this to speed it up. There should be. Oh gosh, I just got into it. Here we go, Facebook assets. And I hope it doesn't take forever to open this. So, as of the last time I opened this, I had a total of 53,000 on my profile. 5,300 on my profiles. No, I'm sorry. That should be 53,000. Hold on. Something happened to mess it up. So I have 53,000 people on my profiles, 26,000 on my pages, and 11,000 in my groups. So I know that's 10% because all those numbers are 10%. So 532960. So in my network is 532960. Oh, take that last zero off. 53296. I know it's not in six figures. And how many people on my list? As of this moment, I have zero because I haven't started creating a list. Now, if you want to find out how many people, or when I ask your network, you can add up your number of people that you have on your social media accounts, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm only using Facebook for this purpose right here. So now let's go to the next page. I want to keep on recording. Now I want to come and do my SWOT analysis. The next I'm doing for myself is SWOT analysis. I want to look at my strengths, my weaknesses, my opportunities, my threats. That was the reason I had you guys do the Myers-Briggs, so that you can see what all that says about you. And I'm going back to my Myers-Briggs on another on a computer while I fill this out because I don't remember what they were. And now I'm doing it. I hope I can find it on here. Okay, where was that at? So that wasn't it. Webinar. All right. Now that I found it, it said my strengths were according to my personality type. It said I was charismatic. It says I'm a strategic thinker. I'm efficient. And I'm self-confident. Now let's go to my weaknesses. My weaknesses, I'm intolerant. I am stubborn. I am impatient. and I'm insensitive. So what opportunities does that mean? Based off of my strengths, what opportunities can I look for in myself? I can what do I have where? Oh, teaching. And we'll call that consulting. Actually, let's take teaching out of that. So because I'm charismatic and inspiring, I can being a strategic thinker allows me to develop strategies. So I can being charismatic and inspiring. I don't like leading. So what's a way? All right, I'm going to put. I'm a connector. Networking. I can outsource. Oh, business development. Bizdev. And I'm going to put this one on here. I don't really think I'm good at it. Okay, so let's go to my threats. Threats, oh yeah. Instability. Seem too arrogant. I'm not going to put seem too. Now, here's the issue I have. I'm going to put one of my biggest threats is I lack an identity and I have brand confusion. However, when I look at my threats, I think I can actually turn those into strengths because I lack identity because I know everything from uh, business to. Matter of fact, while I'm doing this, did I create another sheet for this already? All right, so my qualifications and resume. BS computer science, minor math, and background mechanical. Now, what does so I also what I do look at the stuff that I'm qualified to do. I look and I go see what a computer scientist makes. So if I was to go into computer science and just get a job, I could make 113,000 per year. My other qualification is let's go to real estate. As a broker, I will make 115. As an instructor, I could make 55. I'm going to put 56K. Now, I also have my insurance license, so let me go ahead and put that. So that would total 113 for computer science, total 160, 171 I'll come back and put that later. So insurance. Under there I have my life, health, property, and casualty. And then I also have my variable. So life insurance, they make $174 per year. Health, $319. Property and casualty, $102. And then the variable is $131,000 per year. All right, so that's what I'm qualified to do. This is what I'm actually educated in. I actually have a license or I have a degree. So that's my qualifications. Now, this is my resume of things that I have done. I've done business development. I've been doing that since 1989 when I first started my own lawn service. I've also done community development. I want to put 2014 because that's when I started a youth program, which became the largest in our town. Outsourcing. I have a network. I've been doing that. I just recently started that in 2020. I've been studying psychology. And let me make sure I put an emphasis on sales psychology since 2004. Sales psychology and human nature. Politics. I'm going to put that in 2014. And these two go hand in hand. Branding and rebranding. That's been since that was even before I graduated. But I'm going to put when I had graduated, when I first had to get another job or switch from computers to real estate. Community activism, 2014. I'm going to put that with this too. I've written business plans and marketing plans. I've been doing that that's back when I started my first business, since 89. Processes and systems. Process engineering. I've been doing that since, what was my first intern? 1995. Sales and marketing. That since 1993 when I had my first job. It was selling sneakers. And research and analysis. I work for the National High Magnetic Field Laboratory, where I research BISCO products for superconductors. And I also work at FAMU, where I helped develop XML, which I think I got a patent for that. Who knows? I've been doing that since 1995. So I want you to make a list of everything you're qualified to do. That means that somebody else has endorsed you. And you'll see that's my list over here on the left side. These are my qualifications. And then everything that's on my resume that I've done, you want to put on this side. So qualifications, resume, however you decide to do it, that's just the way I did my list. Now, based off of all that, what products and services can I offer? Oh, I know I forgot two things over here. Credit. I had to learn that. What year did I start real estate? Real estate was 2003. I want to say 2004 because I can't remember. And then also loss mitigation. And that was 2006. The reason I had to go back and remember those because I remember what type of products and services does that mean that I can offer. So I can offer real estate, insurance, credit, what else based off of my skills? I can offer marketing, consulting. I don't like coaching, but I guess I'm going to go ahead and put that on here. Instructing. I can be an advisor. Anything else I'm not thinking of? Oh, and outsourcing. And I'm going to say that's systems and operations. So now these are all the products and services that I'm qualified to do that I see people doing a lot of out here. Okay, so now this is where I got some work at. And this might take me a minute because I'm got to think through this. And I got to decide who is my client and what I want. Now, in my experience with business, I know one thing that a lot of people say everybody's my client. I don't want everybody. And I'm going to tell you the reason I don't want everybody. Because when you want everybody, when somebody says everybody can be my client, well, that means that people that don't have money. And if a client can't pay me, then I don't want them to be my client. So I want somebody who's going to happily pay me $100,000, and I'm going to put for the year or for your 1 year contract. That's what I want for a client. Now, who is that going to be? That can't be somebody with a job. It can only be somebody who's self-employed. Let me just put business owner. So that's my target client, and what they want to pay me for is systems operations or operations. They want to outsource their COO. They want to outsource their chief operations to me. That's my perfect client. Actually, let's go ahead and change that and put this in red, because that's what I want. Now, here's where they come from. So I know that has to be somebody with a business. And nowadays, everybody has a business. So when I put my client from the beginning, I put self-employed business owner. How do I get them from somebody who doesn't know me, who wants to give me $0 to somebody who is actually a fan of my work, and I serve them so well and I make their life so much easier, they don't mind paying me 100,000. And let's go ahead and make this the yellow happy face person. That's my target client. I want somebody that's going to happily pay me 100,000. So what's that progression look like? And this is a format that almost everybody uses. So I'm not creating nothing new. Matter of fact, I'll even give some credit here. I studied Russell, what's his name? Russell Brunson with ClickFunnels. I studied Grant Cardone. I studied Tony Robbins. I studied, there's a couple other ones, but those are the ones I studied most recently. Like, are you serious? This stuff is this easy? And I even laughed because Russell, he made a reference to one of his things where somebody was asking about his qualification, saying they couldn't do something because they weren't qualified. And he said, well, do you think I have a degree in marketing? No, I just got out there market. But anyway, this system that they all use. And so it goes back before them. It's called a sales funnel or a pipeline. And I like his presentation because he used it through his program ClickFunnels. So somebody who doesn't know you, doesn't know anything about you, they're probably not going to give you anything. So you have to have your $0 lead magnet. And then your first opportunity of sales, I believe, is $7. And then you want to get them to the next point where let me just backwards engineer this. I know once they spent 5,000, that's where they start getting to my actual personal funnel. So let's go 5,000. Then next thing before 5,000 is 2,500. And then before the 2,500 is the 1,500. And then before the 1,500, my writing's too big. Let me go erase some of this. So I should have reverse engineered that from the beginning. So 5,000 to 25. Actually, I'm going to take 2,500 out. Just because it's taking up space. And because I can make my own price. So my client progression is going to be 5,000, 1,500, 500, 99, and then 7. So let's go ahead and extend my funnel up a little bit. And then these are the people that don't know me. They're all $0 because they don't know me. So now that's be different. This might be a webinar. Like, that's what I'm coming up with now. I got to figure out, what am I offering for $7? What am I offering for $99? For 500, for 1,500, for 5,000? What are those things that people can pay where at that point we're building a relationship and they're deciding if they want to do business with me or not? And the key to me getting them to spend 100,000 with me is the more money I make them, the more inclined they're going to be to spend more money. So I'm going to offer a lot of value and a lot of service for free up front. So again, in other words, they have to be able to make $100,000 in order to pay me $100,000. Now, once they actually get to the circle where that's my perfect client, once they spend 5,000, now they have my attention. So my attention from that point is going to be, let's just make this real simple. 100,000, 50,000, and matter of fact, we can go right down, keep on splitting in half. 25K. So now, this is the other thing I didn't put on here. These people actually get did I do that right? They get my time. And you have to be very important about who's going to get your time and how much your time is worth. What I use to quantify what my time is worth, I'm going to come back to this screen and look at as a bachelor's of science, they make 113,000 a year. Real estate, I'm up to, oops, I said I was going to get another pen to write that number in. Let's go back. So from real estate, 56 plus 115 is 171. 171K. 113K. And then insurance total, oh my goodness. 174 plus 319. I should have rounded some of these off. 319 plus this is what? 340. 442 plus 5 plus 174. 442 plus 174. 516. I'm not going to check my math, but you can check and see if I'm right. So 516,000. So with all my 113, and then if I add all these up, 113 plus 171 gives me 184. 184 plus 516, 019, 8 plow, 149. So that's how I decide my worth as far as what careers I could do. If I could do them all at once, which I'm going to leverage and do all at once, and monetize each different career, that's how much I should be making a year from getting a salary from each one of those. Now let's look at time as far as where my experience goes back. This is 2021. For having experience in business, 2021 minus earliest Brazil is 1989. So if we go back that far, 89 to 2021, what is that? 90, 20, 42? I think that's 42. 32. No, 32. It can't be 42. 32 years. So 1.49 million. All right, cool. So when somebody spends time with me, my knowledge is worth 1.49 million, and they get benefit of 32 years worth of experience. Regardless if I have the big name or not, that's how much is worth. So I got to decide, how am I going to decide who can spend time with me and who I'm going to spend time with as far as business. So we start going through the client development. First, they got to meet me, and these are all, let me go get a different color. Let's see, we'll use blue right here. Let's start the funnel up here. So this is all digital or info products. Actually, let's start info products up here, and then services. Info products and services. The info products are stuff that I'm just making up, where I'm teaching them, where I'm giving them, what I've learned. And then the services is where they're paying me to do something, where I'm outsourcing the work from people that I've taught or somebody else has already paid me to learn something. And then now when we get to the time, this is where they actually get access to me. At 25,000, that means that we're going to go out and you're going to come to an event. At 50,000, you're going to be part of my mastermind workshop. And at 100,000, I'm actually going to be your personal consultant, where you can pick my brains on anything that I'm qualified on, anything I know, whatever I don't know, I'm going to go find for you. So let's come back and change this. So info services up to 1,500, info products up to 1,500. That's when we actually start providing a service. Actually, you know what? I don't like the way that whole thing looks. Let's change that up. Let's change this up. Okay. Go back to my little blue pen. So I think I want to start offering. Look, I can charge you for information up to here. That's good. Info. Great. Pick my brains. I'll tell you how to do everything for free. I mean, I'll tell you how to do everything I know how to do for less than $100. Then you can actually get a service from me or product or service, and you can do that for up to 5,000. But this last part of this funnel right here is where you actually start getting my time and deal personal with me. This is where I want to get everybody to. So this is my client development. I want somebody who makes $100,000 a year, who's a business owner, and they want to outsource their operations to me. And when I say outsource their operations, I mean they don't want to sit there and think about what systems are put in place. They don't want to have to worry about what they have to research. They don't want to worry about what's coming up next. They're not worried about designing the websites. They're not worried about updating everything, SEO. They're not worried about anything as far as operations other than making sure that it runs smoothly and holding me accountable for that. I want them to pay me $100,000 a year for that. Now, when they do that, what I'm going to do is outsource the work to people that are people that I'm teaching, and I'll pay them a percent so that they can get the work done. So again, we start with $0, and we develop the client all the way down to 100,000. Now, there's this model called ADA, and I'm going to write it out for you. Attention, interest, decision, action. And why do I think that's spelled wrong? But that's how it's spelled. People talk about sales funnels and put it into these different pictures that you can understand, but it all goes back to the people in the buyer psychology of the process, where they start off. First, you have to get somebody's attention. Then once you get their attention, whatever you're offering has to be something that they're interested in. Once they're interested in it, then they're not most likely not just going to look at you. They're going to look at other people. So that's where they search around and make sure that they want to actually get it. Once they do that, then they make the decision to buy. Now they got to decide, what are they buying from you? So that's where it comes back to over here with my products and services on how I'm going to get those done. All right, so lead strategy. I'm going to take a quick break because I'm tired of talking to myself, and I'll come back and finish this in a little bit. Okay, let me get back to work. So now we're on the lead generation strategy. Can I paste? In order to do lead generation, we're almost finished. I don't see where it lets me copy and paste on here. So maybe that means that you can't copy and paste. Oh, there we go. So I was in this I was on this training yesterday, and it happened to be the one with Grant Cardone, and he was talking about the multiple streams of income, and it was cracking me up because he was basically telling people to delete that whole first part. Right now, everybody's talking about multiple streams of income. And earlier, when we were going over my SWOT analysis, I was telling you how basically I have brand confusion, because if you look at all the stuff that I either know how to do directly, or I know somebody who knows how to do it, where it's an opportunity to make money, it confuses me because I'm from the old school. oh gosh, I hate to even think that I'm old now, but I'm from the old school, whereas you had to have one identity. Nobody wanted to know you do 20 million things. They would call you the jack of all trades, master of none. So that was always looked upon being a bad thing. That's old school. Now in today's climate, the more you know is everybody's talking about multiple streams of income, multiple streams of income. So it's like the whole conditioning, and you guys will hear me talk about the Illuminati and the New World Order, not the Illuminati, the Illuminati, meaning the old way of thinking of that you have to do it my way or the highway. That's changed. So when it comes to a lead generation strategy, the reason I paste all these things on here, because a lead is always generate the same way, regardless of what it is. Let's go ahead and change up our pen. We talked about, I told you before, is AIDA, I-D-A, attention. What grabs their attention? How do you get their attention, right? I mean, sorry, the A is for awareness. Let me write this down. Awareness. Awareness and attention are kind of interchangeable. Everybody's screaming for attention right now. Social media. I used to have to spend tons of money on radio, magazines, newspapers, television, and it would cost me tons, like thousands of dollars a week just to advertise, to get somebody's attention, to make them aware of me. Now you can go put up a post on social media and make people aware of you. The barrier to entry has gotten so much cheaper, like it costs less. However, the value has gotten so much more expensive, if that makes sense. So right now you have everybody and their mother looking for attention. Like, that's why social media is so big, because you have these large companies where they have all the attention. Everybody's on Facebook. Everybody's on Instagram. So you have all the advertising and paying to get on there. Everybody watches the Super Bowl. That's why Super Bowl Sunday costs so much to market on. People used to watch TV. That's why they pay so much money for TV. That's why, if you see in politics right now, they're getting so upset that the power of the social media, of the internet, is bigger than the government, and they don't control it. So awareness is where everything wants to start. So when we talk about a lead generation strategy, how are we going to make people aware? Let's go ahead and change this up, and I'm going to use a different color ink. How are we going to make people aware? So let's go ahead and use orange ink for this. So we have social media. Actually, let me show you here's what the old school method when I first started were. There was direct mail, snail mail. There was networking events, TV, radio, print. Oh, I didn't write networking down. Networking. That's what we had back in the day to get awareness. Now, in today, networking, you got groups or social media. Let's just call it social media. Snail mail, you got email, inbox. You can DM me. Radio, today you have podcasts. TV, I forgot. You got YouTube. And then print, you have blogs. So that's where you have to go to get people aware. You got to be on there. You can do it for free. However, I'm not one of those people, like, it takes some money to make money. And they get upset when you say that. And I listen to all the gurus. I listen to one by one by one. All of them, how they talk about how, oh no, you can do this with little or no money. And at the end of their free presentation, they're asking for money. So at the end of the day, if you know nothing else, it's going to take some money. Like the more you want to make, the more you have to spend. And the business models are built on getting people to spend money with you. So you can either go on these places and do it for free organically and try to build a following and go there, but the amount of money you make is going to be limited. So yes, you can get leads from Facebook by just posting something. However, Facebook is only going to show them to a certain percentage of people. Well, all social media algorithms, they only show them to a certain percentage of people. And if you don't get a certain percentage of engagement up front, they're not going to show it anymore. What that means is, unless you spend money, it's not going to reach enough people to build the engagement. So awareness, that's how you get awareness. You got to go on these different platforms. Now, once they're aware, let me go back to my red marker, and that orange didn't really show up and look any different. So I'm going to stick with the blue. How do you get interest? What is your content? That's what everything goes down to, content. Are you using video? Are you using picture? Are you using copy? One of those three things has to draw their attention. It has to make them say, hey, I get this. And I'll tell you guys something else right now. People make decisions based on two things: pain or pleasure. The closer you are to the extreme of pain or pleasure, the quicker they'll make a decision to buy. So whatever your content is, either you got to show great pleasure or you got to show extreme pain if you want them to make a quick buying decision. I'll do another sales video later. We'll go over like the 4 fear of losses and some buyer psychology stuff. But right now, just understand content, videos, pictures, copies. What is going to be the content? Then the next thing you have is decision. What's going to make somebody decide? And once they make the decide to buy, why are they going to buy with you? I am not the lowest. I am at the higher spectrum of the cost because I want people that don't have time to bug me 24/7. They can't say, "Oh, I called you. Well, what you called me for?" "Oh, well, I just had a quick question." Well, you could have Googled that quick question, or you could have called my office to get that answer. I don't want people to do that. So when it comes to the decision, I'm qualifying my buyer as well as them qualifying me. So what gets them to make that decision is the price, scratch all that and record from there, from here. So the next thing on here we have is decision. And people make decisions based on a couple things. And I'm going to give you 3 of them. Price. Whoops. 2 things, basically. Price and need. That's what people buy based on. Price and need. Like I said, there's 2 ends of the scale. Need is based on pain and pleasure. And the more extreme you are to those scale, to that end of the scale, increases the price. All right. So they made a decision to buy. Now, the last thing we're talking about is action. What's going to make people buy from you? There's several different things. It could be your marketing. It could be how well you connect it with your message. I'm trying to figure out how to explain this. Here's what's going to make people buy from me. It's going to be trust, reputation, and past performance. Past performance is really the key. And actually, let me go ahead and highlight this one in red. I don't want anyone giving me money unless they've already gotten results. If I haven't already delivered a service or haven't already, done something for you and it's done well in the beginning of my funnel, I don't want your money later on because I don't want chargebacks. I don't want somebody crying, saying you ripped me off. I don't want them bugging about this. Like, I don't want skeptics. I don't want these people who are crying. So my business model is going to be to start with a $0 product. Whereas most people don't start with zero, I'm going to start with something zero, such as this video right now, where I'm just giving information. And then I'm going to increase it from there. So that way I gave you the information. Here's the information on how you do this. If you like what I gave you, then do this and go from there. But so that's our lead generation strategy. Without me ranting on. And let me go ahead and even put it in the, let me see, what's the next page? All right, so from the lead generation strategy to the sales funnel, and I'm going to start speeding this up. We're going to start with the first thing is going to be a capture page. So our sales funnels always starts with a capture page. All right, and that's where you get their name, email, phone number, and submit. Then from their capture page, we're going to take them to whatever it is that we're delivering them. And a lot of them say to go ahead and sell them first. So I am going to give them a small sales thing where they can, something that could be $7. But they don't have to buy anything. It's going to be a capture page. It lets them buy something for $7. And then from the capture page, that's going to take them to an order form. Where they can go ahead and spend some money to buy your product. And from there, I'm done selling. So that's the beginning. I'm going to capture. I'm going to give them a small. And like I said, this is only going to be up to a $7 order. What I'm going to give them first is going to be free $0. They'll have the option to do a $7 product, which will just be nothing like a book or something like that. But the main thing is going to be free. The $7 will just be a value adder. And then from there is where they're going to, I'm going to call this the education. Educate happens in the emails. And from that point, now they're part of my mailing list. I'm sorry, I forgot to do this. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is where the money is. That's where the money is at in the list. So they start with your capture. They go to the little small order form, and then only thing you really care about is they're being added to your list, because here's where the selling is done. This is where that email follow-up or text message, I'm not big on text message yet, but I'm going to get there. But that follow-up sequence is where they'll start knowing who you are. You'll start developing relationships and rapport, and you'll start growing from there. And on your list, they say, look, you should make about an average of $1 per month from everybody on your list. Right now, my list has 0, but my network is over 50,000. So my goal is to get that list up before the start of the year. I'm giving you guys this for free now. This is all theory based because I've never done it this way. I'm listening to all the gurus and what they're saying and all the guys that are, I can't tell you guys how much I spent in paying for different courses. And the annoying part is it's like all the courses are teaching the same exact thing. The other annoying part is they're teaching the same thing that I learned years ago, but they change up the words. For instance, SWOT analysis, unique selling proposition. SWOT analysis, I forget what the most latest one I saw. The unique selling proposition, that's called your ultimate offer. And then your client your pro target audience, a client profile. That's called an avatar. So they just changed the name and stuff, and I get it, because if they would just tell you what it is, you can go research it and do it on your own. However, it doesn't really make sense because you have to be researching forever. So anyway, that's our sales funnel. We're going to go from a capture page to order form. We're going to get them in here, and then this is going to be where all of our selling is done. All our selling is going to be there, and then our mails are going to do nothing but direct them to our podcasts. It's going to direct them to our YouTube videos, and it's going to direct them to our website. Actually, scratch that. I don't like that way of doing it. I'm going to change this up a little bit. And I'm going to go old school. All these things I'm teaching you are kind of like, kill the website. You don't need the website. Websites are outdated. They're not outdated. It's just that it sells their products better. So our websites are going to direct everybody to our www. And then from our website, we'll host all the other stuff on there. Because the thing is, when you have your list, you're either renting that list, you're buying that list, or either you own the list or you're borrowing the list. And when you spend money on advertising on social media, they own the list. When you have your own list that you built and you're going from there advertising, then you own the list. So rewind. You only make money off of a list. You're either the owner of the list or somebody renting their list. Advertising on social media is renting. Having your own list going through email is owning. I hope that came out clear. Let's see. I think we're almost finished here. So, needs assessment. What do I need to get started and get going? I need a Facebook profile. Actually, let me just put social media, because I'm going to use Facebook, LinkedIn, and Insta or IG. What else do I need? I need a capture page. I'm going to need a website. And most importantly, I'm going to need a way to collect money online. Let's go ahead and highlight this in red, because this one is the most important. Collect the money. All right, so now all I'm doing is generating leads. My needs assessment, I need to generate a lead. I need a social media profile. I need a capture page. I need a website. And I need some way to collect money. Collect. I also want to come up with the execution schedule. So in real time, today it's August 17th. What's that month? Number 8? Execution schedule. Today's 8. Here's the way I do stuff. I'm not going to start until September. Actually, you know what? My start date is October. So I'm going to move my start date to 10/1. Whereas I'm really launching and mastering my plan. 10/1 is the start date. From now until 10/1, I'm strictly going to just develop and gather my list. I'm not going to try to sell anything. Matter of fact, that's even better proposition. I'm going to offer everything I'm doing right now for free, because I'm still learning this and I'm still learning the internet stuff. So I'm going to have it for free between now and October 1st. The reason I'm starting October 1st, I like to break everything down in quarters. So that'll be my first financial quarter, second financial quarter, third financial quarter, fourth financial quarter. What are going to be my goals? My main goal was I want to do $1 million in 1 year, and I want to do 50,000 per month. That's my two main goals. In order to do that, what is my execution schedule? Sheesh, now we're going to get a little bit interesting. I have to deliver something, and I got to make sure I deliver something well. So I'm going to start with marketing. Initially, all I'm going to do is focus on marketing, teaching people how to market. Then I'm going to focus on sales. Strictly focused on teaching people how to sell, whatever it is. After that, I'm going to focus on investing. And from investing, I'm going to focus on charity. All right, so with marketing, let's go ahead and test that out. There's 4 weeks in every quarter there's 3 months. So month 1, let's see, marketing for 3 months. Do I need to do marketing for 3 months? Yes, I'm doing marketing for 3 months. You know what? I've got this in my head even more because remember, this is real time. I don't have all this figured out yet. I'm figuring this as I go. So month number 1, I want to do marketing. Quarter number 1, I'm going to strictly focus on marketing. And each quarter is 3 months. For 3 times 4 is 12. So each quarter is 3 months. So month number 1, I'm going to focus on organic. Month number 2, I'll focus on paid. And month number 3, I'm going to focus on marketing, organic, paid, collaboration. All right, so that's my 3 months of marketing. Then month number, let me actually put marketing. I don't know why I wrote like that. Quarter number 2, I'm going to focus on sales. So this one is easy. First month, just psychology. The next month will be sales psychology, closing strategies. And then the last one will be reselling, repeat customers, repeats. Okay. Now the investing, this is a whole lot easier. I don't know why I drew that. For the investing, number 1 is savings. Then insurance. I'm going to put savings and insurance together. Maybe I had that too close to kid. Oh, that's the beauty of having this. Let's see. All right. So savings and insurance first, and then I'm going to look at businesses. And finally, we'll look at stocks and things of that nature. And when I get to stocks, that's not my expertise. I'm going to make sure I have somebody else on there. But the other two, I'm pretty decent on. And then for charity, for this is where I want to end off. I really want to focus on giving back to the community, and so I'm going to take my charity and I'm going to break that down into three different things. Let's see. First, I wanted kids. Youth that need. Other charities. Youth, other charities. And lastly, um, I'm struggling on this one because I'm trying to decide, do I want to deal with teaching people that don't want to do for themselves? And as I'm doing this in real time, I'm going to say I'm going to say other countries. All right, so that's going to be. So I have a month: October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Can I test this out anymore? What's on the next page? Nope, this is the last page. So October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. All right, so there it is, my business plan, my strategy, my execution. I think I need to add one more page to this because I don't see where I actual performance indicators. So can I add another page to this? Nope, I can't. Okay, so all right, I'm back. I went and offline and I wrote this executive summary real quick. No need for you to sit there and hear me think while I write that. So here's what I broke it down: marketing, and I put some extra stuff on that. I'll probably fix that later. Real estate. So marketing is the main thing we're coming off the gates with because I need that for any company I have. Real estate, I have the most credibility as far as being licensed in credentials, Actually an instructor in that, so that's going to be next out the gate. Then go to insurance. Insurance, I'm licensed as well. Then business, I have experience in business, consulting, technology. I got a degree in technology, but I ain't used that degree in forever. Even though I know how to do all this stuff, I just haven't used the degree. So now let's go ahead and hit home and finish this thing on out. We said marketing, and I'm sorry, I just like to write because once I write something, it can commit to memory better. So marketing is going to real estate, which is going to go to insurance, which is going to business, which is going to consulting, which is going to tech, which ends up into investing. All right. So how does that look the way I described to you guys earlier? We talked about the funnel, and can I copy and paste that and just bring it over? Actually, I think I can. And you know what? I'm just going to redraw it anyway. So this is our final way of doing it, or final way that is ending in my head for right now. Here is going to be my funnel. And I said I start with $0 to bring people in. Then there's something where there's 7. Then there's 99. What was after 99? Did I go to 250? Let's see. I got this over my computer as well. Whoops. My goodness, how many pages is on here? 0.99. Then 500. Then 1,500. And 5,000. 25K. 50K. 100K. So what can be in a $7 bucket? So in the 0, we have reports, manuals, and affiliates. Actually, I probably should do that in a different color. So in the $7, that's not even going to be for me. I'm going to put that. That'll be where somebody else is paying because somebody else referred them. And the $99, it will be 5-day. 5-day e-course. Why don't I just do all these now? It'll be a $5 e-course. And the 500 Is that going to be the 30-day? We'll do a 30-day. No, we'll make that the 90-day. We'll do that the 90-day challenge. No, that's going to stay a 30-day challenge. Because that's going to take a lot more time to put together. 30-day. And then we'll do this as a 90-day transformation. And then for the 5,000, that'll be what everybody calls done for you. We call it white labeling. But when you pay 5,000, that'll be where you build your own brand. So I'm going to use what everybody else using because it's probably more familiar. So we're going to call this full service. No, let me take out full service because I don't want to be. $5,000. That's when we start outsourcing, and that'll start at 5,000. Now 25,000. That could be an event. $50,000. That could be a mastermind, collaboration, I guess put that one collaboration. At 100,000, that is basically whatever you COO. All right. So we're starting off with marketing, but this is our blueprint for everything. No matter what we do, it's going to follow this same thing. I'll bring people in with the affiliates. Like right now, this is a program designed to teach you how to go out there and generate leads. And because I'm giving you information, I'm not just giving you a bunch of fluff. Like I really didn't tell you any stories about me or anything else. We went straight into it, but I wrote the whole plan out. I showed you exactly how I did it for myself. And this is what I'm going to use. Now, my offer for you guys at the end, I'm supposed to have an offer. So let me go ahead and draw my line. Let's see. Let's come up with something creative. What could I do? Well, so I'll tell you at the end of the one I was watching yesterday. At the end of it, I thought he was going to do what one of the things I'm about to do now. He said that if you wanted to pay now, it was worth like a total of $25,000, and he would give it to you for, I think, $697. But then he had another one that was cheaper for $497, which didn't make any sense not to go to $697. But you had to pay the money right there on the spot, and there was a limited time. I liked it because it was inspirational, motivational. What I didn't like about it was, what if somebody didn't have the money? Like I went ahead and paid and paid for it because I value my education a lot, and that's what kind of when the light went off. In order to get into this game of the marketing and internet and online stuff, if you're not willing to pay for your education, this is not like a college degree. A college degree is something that you go study for years in hopes of making money when you're done. This is something you need to go and study right this moment and put into action the very next day. Like as soon as you finish, put it into action. Don't wait on it. Don't sit on it because technology will change. Things will change. You don't have time to study. If you're paying somebody for something, then you're doing exactly what they're doing right now in live time. So you have to put it into action. It was Grant Cardone. What he was doing, I love the information. I thought it was dope. I thought it was great. I just didn't really like the end part when it's like, what if somebody was on here and didn't have the money? So I'm going to do what I thought he was going to do at the end. I'm going to actually let me go reverse engineer this. His total was, let me go ahead and put mine in green, for 24,000. That's what his whole program was worth. And I don't even have that many programs, but if I was to take 7 and each of those 7 coming up to 5,000, that'd be 35,000. That'd be the equivalent of my full package, which is 35K. And that will be all my courses, which, mind you, my courses aren't done yet. I'm still building them as we go. So his was 24,000, mine will be 35,000. He slashed that. And he said that he was going to offer it for, I forget. But anyway, bottom line, he came and brought it down to $697. I'm not going to use that. Number one, I don't have the following yet. Number two, I'm just building it. Number three, you're coming in live as I'm doing it. It's nothing different than I haven't done offline, but I'm doing it online. However, if you want to watch me live doing it, then I'm going to offer you let you watch me live for 30 days for $500. So if you have the money and you want to invest, you can watch me live doing it for $500, and you'll get day to day. Like, you'll see my numbers. I'm going to show you. I forgot to put another form on here. Data. Do I have space to put that on here? You know what? So let me come put another thing on here. This is what I almost forgot. One of the most important parts, how do I know if I'm getting successful? There's 2 things I'm going to measure. I'm going to measure leads. I'm sorry, 3 things. Leads, appointments, and closings. Every single day, I'm going to get online. I'm going to look at my leads, my appointments, and my closings. I've given you all the information I can give you. I've showed you exactly what I'm doing. I give you my full business plan. That's it. There's nothing else to it other than getting the action and doing it. Watching me do it on Facebook, you will get to see that. But I already showed you how to do it a little bit on there. But there's nothing more than actually just jumping onto it and doing it. Measure my leads, my appointments, my closings. If you want to watch me do that, then that's $500. That'll give you access to me for the next. Actually, let's go ahead and change it up. Until I'm going to launch this program in October to build up my case studies. I'm going to actually launch it in January, where I actually start putting some real marketing dollars behind it. This is just me doing it for myself personally up until January. So I'll let you get complete access from now until January for the $500. Forget the 30-day challenge. And that's only because we're just getting started. So that's $500. And I'll write this up, put it somewhere where you can actually read and look at it. Now, let's go a step further. Now, somebody is out there that doesn't have $500, and I don't really care about the money. Let me not say I don't care about the money. I care about the money because my time is value, but I don't really need to charge you a whole bunch to learn. So let's go ahead and put this next dollar amount on here. The next dollar amount is free. Free. For the next 30 days, you get full access for free. Like I said, what I didn't like about it is that at the end, I thought he was going to give something of value and say, look, since I know you guys don't have it, here you guys go. Let's go ahead and get started. No, I'm going to give you 30 days for free. However, 30 days for free is not really Free is where I'm giving you time to build up, because what I'm selling for $500, you'll be selling. And in order for you to move past those 30 days, you'll be looking at me doing them, reporting, say, hey, look, this is what I'm learning. You'll be doing the same exact thing. And this video that I'm giving you for free right now, you're going to give to somebody else for $7. And I'm going to give you access to sell this video for $7. Once you give this to somebody for either, you can give it to them for, yeah, you're going to do it for $7. You got to pay me something. So once you do that, you do it enough times, and then you'll start entering my funnel where you'll pay your $7 once you have your first $7. Then we'll start you off with the next one. All right, guys. So that's all. That's it. If there's any questions, comments, concerns, matter of fact, I'm gonna even go ahead and start the Facebook group. Like I said, this is in real time. Is nothing is already planned. I'm gonna go ahead and start the Facebook group. I'm gonna drop this in the group. I'm going to go ahead and set up my landing page. I'm going to give you the links. Oh, by the way, for any of you who are ready to start on your own, in the group, which wherever you're seeing this at, you'll see a link for the group as well. In the group, just look into, I forget what it is, something in there you'll be able to look and see, but just drop a message and I'll make sure you get it. All right, so you will need ClickFunnels. That's what I had on the page before. You'll need ClickFunnels, and that's the only thing you really need to get started is ClickFunnels. And I'll send you my affiliate link, and once I send you the affiliate link, I'll have some other stuff you get for free. Yeah, I really got to do this last part because there's some other stuff I think I want to offer you guys to make it a sweeter deal for that 500. Like give you some stuff that you can go ahead and use on your own. So I'm going to go ahead and throw in the same exact ad copy that I'm using. I'm going to throw in the same exact landing pages I'm using. I'm going to throw in everything I'm using because all this information we're going to put into a 30-day. And then whoever's paying the 500, you have license to sell that 30-day. All right. Anyways, holler at you guys later. Take it easy. Peace.